Hello, my name is Ezra and I'm going to be going through an ATL skills model called Polya. The actual model was generated by a professor of mathematics called George Polya, hence the name Polya. And the reason he created this model was so that we could solve maths problems, no matter whether they're simple or complex, easily. So we can just literally slot them into each step of his model to make sure that we're not missing any steps. Okay, so I'm going to go right ahead and demonstrate this model for you. I've actually jotted down a maths problem. I've just tried to make it as simple as possible so we can actually get the point of the model. The problem question is, Sammy and Amanda play basketball on weekends. One weekend, Sammy scored 4 more goals than Amanda, and in total they both scored 12 goals. How many goals did Amanda score? Okay, so before we actually start solving this, I'm going to go through each principle of the model. The first principle is understand the problem. Okay, reading that through, I understand the problem, and I understand that the question they're asking me ultimately is, how many goals did Amanda score? Okay, so the answer to that question here, that's it, that's my solution done. Okay, so I understand clearly what they're asking for. Also, on that part is there enough information? So is there enough information to get to a solution, or is it not possible? Have they given me enough information? When I look at questions like this, obviously we can see that it's algebra, okay, once we convert it to a maths problem. The fact that there's only one unknown, and that is how much Amanda scored, and what Amanda scored has got some relation to it, to what Sammy scored, that means that I've got one unknown and a total. So yes, they've given me enough information to reach a solution. Okay, the second principle is devise a plan. What is the connection between the data and the unknown? So that's what I was saying before about converting the problem to algebra. Okay, so that would be a good plan to get to a solution. Third principle is carry out the plan. I wrote here just do it, because this is where you actually get data and do the question, you just answer. Okay, but please make sure to check each step. It's not rushing, it's where you're actually solving, actively solving it, but check each step. Okay, the last principle is reflect. Look back and check if your answer is correct. Is there another way to solve this? So by me checking each step, I can be careful, but by me also checking if there's another method to solve and get to the same answer, it means I can compare both my answers with 2 different methods. Okay, chances are if both these methods give me the same answer, then my answer should most likely be correct. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and solve, okay, using the model. First thing I want to do is underline the actual question. So the question here is, how many goals did Amanda score? It's a good question because it's clear for us. It's not hidden, it's not a trick question, it's given it there at the end. Okay? I know there's enough information, but I'm going to go ahead and also underline or box the information just so I can take it out of the words. Because at the end of the day, this is a maths problem, so really, there's a lot of words here that we don't need. So I'm going to go and box the words that are important for us to solve. Okay? So 4 more makes sense. So Sammy scored 4 more goals than Amanda, and in total, they scored 12 goals. Okay, so I've boxed all the maths, all the important bits that need to be taken into account. Okay, I'm going to devise a plan now. What is the connection between the data and the unknown? Okay, so the unknown here is Amanda's score. Okay, so Amanda, I'm going to put here, her score is unknown, let's call it X. The data that they have given us though is Sammy's score is 4 more than Amanda's, which means hers is X, whatever Amanda's is, plus 4. Okay, so that's here, 4 more. And they've also told us the total, so all of this together should equal 12. Okay, so I've devised the plan, and I know that this is the algebra that I'm going to have to solve, which leads us on to our next bit, which is just do it. Go ahead and just answer. Okay? Making sure I haven't checked this step. I'm going to double check that my information is correct. Amanda is unknown. Sammy minus 4. 12 minus 4 is 8 equals 2x. If 2x equals 8, that means 1x equals 4. Meaning that Amanda actually scored 4 goals. If Sam scored 4 more than 4 goals, it should be 8. Okay? 8 plus 4 gives us 12. So I've gone ahead and checked each step. Okay? The last part of the model is reflect. Look back and check if your answer is correct. Okay? Is there a way that I can make sure that my answer is correct? It's already given us, you know, the whole equation, and I can make sure that actually it is true. Because we obviously know that 12 equals 8 plus 4. So I know that that statement is true in itself. But also, just to double check, I'm going to go ahead and do another way and get to the same solution. I'm going to put it here, just so I show it clearly. Okay, now instead of Amanda having the unknown, I'm going to let Sammy have the unknown. Okay, so whatever Sammy got, let's call it Y. Yeah? And Amanda, I know that Amanda got 4. If Sammy got 4 more than Amanda, that means Amanda got 4 less than Sammy. So I'm going to go ahead and put Y minus 4 is what? How many scores Amanda scored. Okay? Still, the statement forms that the total is 12. So I'm going to go ahead and solve. 12 equals y plus y, which is 2y, minus 4. Again, I'm going to put the numbers on one side, the algebra on the other. So 12 minus 4 on this side becomes plus 4 on this side, equals 2y. 12 plus 4 is 16, equals 2y. Now, if 16 equals 2y, that means 1y equals 8. 8 equals y. And this is referring to what Sammy scored. If Sammy scored 8, Amanda scored 4 less, which is 4. Again, these answers are exactly the same as what the first method I used gave me. Okay, so to ultimately answer the question, Amanda scored 4 goals in total. Okay, so I'd like to show you how to actually use the model, and it's very simple. It can be used even for more complex maths problems. I'm going to leave you with some ATL skills questions at the end. Thank you very much for watching.